The city had the quiet hum of a place between storms. But beneath the calm there was always motion. Always someone moving from one place to another. And among them was Elizabeth Short. Though no one knows exactly where she spent those hours or in whose company. Some investigators believe she had been with a man that evening. Someone she trusted or at least felt safe enough to be near. This man, whoever he was, has never been publicly identified. Witnesses who came forward years later spoke in half-memories. Vague impressions of a dark sedan or a figure standing beside her in the shadows. But nothing concrete surfaced. The uncertainty around those last moments before her disappearance has become one of the most enduring aspects of the case. There were reports from people in the Crenshaw district and around Hollywood Boulevard, who swore they had seen her, a young woman with striking black hair, walking quickly as if trying to make an appointment. Some even described her laughing in the company of a man, tall, broad-shouldered, wearing a dark coat. But no one could give a name. No one could place the meeting with certainty. At some point in the small hours of January 15th, her fate shifted from movement to stillness. What transpired between that time and the moment her body was found remains unknown to this day. There were theories of a private residence somewhere, secluded, perhaps a rented house or apartment away from the city centre. There were whispers of a gathering gone wrong, of an argument that escalated, of a meeting that was never meant to let her walk away. Police files from the time contain notes that hint at suspects known to be violent, known to carry grudges and known to keep secrets. The morning of January 15th began like any other. For the residents of Lymet Park, a quiet neighborhood in South Los Angeles, houses with trimmed lawns sat under a pale winter sky. Children walked to school. Mothers hung laundry in backyards. The air was still and cool. Around 10 in the morning, a woman named Betty Bersinger left her home with her 3-year-old daughter. She was walking along Norton Avenue when something caught her eye. At first she thought it was a broken store mannequin lying in the grass beside the sidewalk, pale and unmoving. The sight was strange but not immediately alarming. As she drew closer, the image sharpened into something far more horrific. The figure was not a mannequin, it was the naked body of a young woman, cut in two at the waist, the halves placed a short distance apart. The skin was a stark white, almost luminous in the morning light. The face had been cut from the corners of the mouth to the ears in a grim frozen smile, her dark hair fanned out around her head like a halo in the dirt. Betty grabbed her daughter and ran to a nearby house, where she called the police. The call came in at 10:50 a.m. within Minute Squad. Cars were on the scene.